We're here at Ubisoft Studios to talk about Assassin's Creed Shadows. Alex had the chance to sit down with some of the development team to dive into the game's stunning setting, and how Intel's Core Ultra processors played a crucial role in bringing it to life. First up, let's hear about the incredible world they've built and how our technology helped make it possible.
Today we're in the beautiful city of Quebec in this amazing studio from Ubisoft. And today with us to talk about one of their latest games is Pierre. Hi Pierre, how's it going?
Pretty good, thank you. So hello, I'm Pierre Fortin, I'm a technology director working on AC Shadows.
There's a lot of history in this studio here. Of all the different games that you have done, especially Assassin's Creed. Can you tell us which ones have been developed here?
The first game that we made entirely as a lead studio was AC Syndicate. And then after that, we worked on AC Odyssey, and now we're leading basically AC Shadows.
Can you tell us a little bit more about what is it about and kind of where is the time that it's set at?
Yeah, so AC Shadow takes place in feudal Japan in the 16th century. So you're playing as both Naoe, which is a shinobi, and Yasuke, which is a samurai. So you'll get to explore what we feel is a really credible Japan, and you'll get to experience the game from both their perspective, and your playstyle is going to be adapted as well to the characters that you're playing. So basically, you know, like Yasuke is a samurai, so he's actually much more combat focused, and Naoe is a shinobi, so she's more agile and more into stealth. So you'll get to experience both playstyle as you play AC Shadows.
That's awesome. So you're saying I should play as Yasuke because my stealth abilities are zero.
Yeah, well, if that is the case indeed, but I would encourage you to try Naoe as well and to see if you've made improvements in stealth.
That's awesome. I can't wait. All right, so let's talk about now the collaboration that has been done between Ubisoft and Intel. From a hardware, software, OS perspective, can you tell us a little bit more on that?
Yeah, so we've started collaborating with Intel about a year ago, actually. But now with AC Shadows, we've been focusing, for example, on improving the game, making sure that on the different types of Intel hardware that we get the best experience. So typically the way we do that is we collaborate again on a weekly basis, but we'll send them builds to the team, and in Intel build, they'll run that on their extensive hardware, and they'll get us feedback on where we need to improve, but also tips, guidance, since they have a much more intimate knowledge of their hardware. So we take that feedback and then we adapt our games and make sure that we are able to benefit the most out of the hardware.
That's pretty awesome because all of us, you know, everyone wants to have a better gaming experience, more being absorbed within that game. So this collaboration makes it better for everyone. So I think it's amazing.
Yeah, it definitely is. And I think it's the best way for us to maximize, you know, like the performance, but also the quality of the game on each type of hardware from Intel.
This is great, Pierre. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Alex spoke with Ubisoft's programming lead about the technical side of Assassin's Creed Shadows. They discussed how Intel's processors powered the game's complex rendering and performance. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Alejandro Ojos, and today we're in the beautiful city of Quebec in the amazing studios of Ubisoft. And today with us, talking about this amazing game, we have Sebastian. Hey Sebastian, how's it going today?
I'm doing well.
Thank you so much for being here with us. And why don't you tell the people that are joining us, what do you do here at Ubisoft?
So I'm a project lead programmer of rendering development, so at Ubisoft Quebec, but basically on Shadows and also on Anvil technology.
So what does this new Assassin's Creed title bring to everybody, to the players?
This title is the first new gen only title of Assassin's Creed. So we push multiple different systems tied to dynamism in the game, and to push also the visual quality and the immersion. With those new systems, working closely with Intel, we can make sure that we leverage properly Intel hardware, so to bring that to a wider audience of players, basically.
You talk about dynamism. There's a lot of new dynamics involved in this game. Can you share some about?
Tied with dynamism, we have also, physics and some distractions also, which brings a bigger load on the CPU. So we work closely with Intel to make sure that we leverage properly the hardware in those situations.
A lot of the physics go to the CPU, but you also have done some changes when it comes to lighting for the game. There's something like very new that you guys bring with this game.
Yeah, so related to lighting, we pushed like ray trace global illumination, and also our virtualized geometry system that we call micropolygon. It helps us, bring more to the player, push visual quality, And also the ray trace global illumination is tied to the dynamism, where the lighting in the game reacts more with the dynamism of the world to bring more immersion in the game.
Let's bring it a little bit back. So you guys developed this game using your Anvil engine. Can you tell us a bit more and what is the history behind the Anvil?
Yeah, absolutely. So Anvil engine has been used for the past 15 years to ship basically all the AC games we've made. So it's developed in-house at Ubisoft. Related to CPU, for instance, we have our own optimized CPU scheduler, which can maximize the distribution of the workload on all the threads on the CPU.
Sebastian, thank you so much for being here with us. I know you're very busy putting the last touches on the game, and it's great to be in here. It's an honor, so thank you so much.
It's been a favor.
Our people deserve to be freed of the oppression.
Next up, Alex got the inside scoop on the art direction. The team at Ubisoft shared how they crafted the stunning visuals and immersive environments, and how Intel's processors helped bring their artistic vision to life. Let's check it out.
And today with us is Tahi. Hey Tahi, how's it going?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So for those who are just meeting you for the first time, what do you do here at Ubisoft, and what was your role with Assassin's Creed Shadows?
Well, I've been art directing Assassin's Creed for the past 14 years almost, so I've been there for quite a while actually.
So for Assassin's Creed Shadows, tell us about the placement and time, because usually you have taken us through several, not only locations around the world with the different games, but also different times and places. So where is Assassin's Creed Shadows located this time?
Well, this time around, Assassin's Creed Shadows takes place in the very long awaited by the fans and by us setting, which is feudal Japan. So we're super excited this time around to be able to finally offer to our fans and pair that amazing setting that is Assassin's Creed Shadows.
I'm a little curious, do you have to travel to Japan and to get up like a...
Someone told you that, and yes, but we do that when we do Assassin's Creed game. We do try to get to the place where the game is taking place, and this time around we were lucky enough to get to Japan. Those field trips are essential, I have to say, in order to capture, the scale of the place, the vibe, how the materials. So we do a lot of, photography. We talk with experts as well. So we do a lot of research, and then we gather that back to the studios who have like the very good knowledge and foundation to be able to make these games.
How is Assassin's Creed Shadows different, or what does it offer players that is different from the previous Assassin's Creed?
The goal was how could we bring the level of immersion to a higher level. So we've thought of the dynamic seasons, but also the weather states. So this time around, this game will have tons of different weather states that will have an impact on gameplay. So the whole goal was to have not only a game that looks good, that is dynamic, but also that could have an impact as a player on my gameplay. So meaning that if it rains, if there's fogs, it will affect the AI detection. The season will also affect AI. So the season and weather states and time of day as well will have an impact on how you will approach different type of setups in the game. So this was the goal, to create like a coherent package so to will have an impact on your gameplay as a player, which I think this is really new for this franchise.
How does that translate in the collaboration that has been going on between Ubisoft and Intel?
This is why we work closely with all our technical programmers, technical artists, technical directors, to make sure that we have the full support in order to achieve our vision, because our three pillars on the art direction side was to create a photorealistic game that has a high level of realization, but also that was dynamic. And so these three pillars were built along the way with the help of our programmers. So without them and without, I guess, the collaboration also with Intel and many of our other partners, nothing would have been possible. So now you're seeing soon enough like the result of all that amazing collaboration that went around the making of Assassin's Creed Shadows.
That's great. So you mentioned the three pillars that the game was based off from, artistic and director perspective. Can you tell us which one of those were?
But like I was saying, photorealism. So in order to make a new gen game, for us, we did believe that having something that looks almost like a photo, where we could blur the line between, that image quality was for us important. The realization is all linked to the immersion levels. In the game, we've developed like a lot of dynamic objects. So you could break most props, doors with your katana, plants, bamboos, and all that stuff. So being able to interact with your world, now the world doesn't feel like a decor, because now your action have an impact on the world, but also these action will also have an impact on your gameplay as well. Same goes with light and shadows. So we brought the idea to support that shinobi fantasy that you could infiltrate. That's just like a match made in heaven for an Assassin's Creed game. So you can now like interact with lights, so dim out, so you're not visible for the AI. So something that also that was not possible before. So now with all the tech support that we had, we could not create that many dynamic objects interacting with lights. We introduced also the ray tracing illumination, also that a huge impact on the both quality because it's better occlusion, better GI, but also better reaction to light. When you shut down light, you see the real effect of that on the world. So there's many topics and subjects that we've tackled for the sake of creating something that was very immersive.
From the game's stunning visuals to the cutting-edge system from our partners, we're beyond excited for you to experience it all. Assassin's Creed Shadows is going to be an epic, and we can't wait for you to see how incredible it plays on our Intel Core Ultra Series 2 desktop processors.
Thanks for joining us, and stay tuned for more exciting updates.